Hi, this is Jian from Incheon, Korea. Can you feel like echo? This is a underpass on the way between my house and the mountain that I go for grounding. Anyway, today I want to share a little story about my sex, sex, and meeting the kind of man that I really wanted, and the law of attraction, and having high standard, and self-esteem or self-image, all that stuff. I'll show you a little bit of this place. This is so cool, right? Uh, so, can you see this painting? That's like a Korean mask dance performance kind of scene. Uh, this is a newlywed wife, and this is supposed to be husband. This is quite appropriate for today's topic that I'm talking about. Um, I'll share. Um, I love sex, and I met my husband through a sex site. Shocking. But anyway, I decided, we didn't have the same value, and I decided to walk away from my marriage that I felt unfulfilled. And then, it's been maybe for a year now that I had a one-time sex in a year, which is very rare for me. And like I was, searching or posting sometimes or checking Craigslist to see some potential sex partner or whatever, but I decided to have a high standard, that I didn't want to settle for something that I didn't feel satisfied, or that I didn't feel right, or that I like perfectly. So that was a little bit like giving me a little bit like struggle feeling, because I have this human animal instinct needs, but also I have my own logical mind that I want to meet someone right or perfect. But anyway, recently I went to massage, and usually like many people, like many men, they ask if I do any extra service or anything like something, but I never do that. So anyway, this massage client also wanted to ask me if I do that. He knew that I didn't do it, so I also didn't think anything, that kind of conversation will come up. But like he still, like at the end of the massage, he asked me, and I said no. And then like we somehow talk about life and sex. He's a pilot, and he seemed like he's enjoying sex life, I guess, apart from his own marriage in the States. I asked him if he's single, and he said, I'm not single in Korea. He said that. But anyway, we talk about like life and sex and stuff. And I asked him like what made him to actively seek for sex or enjoy sex. Like why they don't, like if they don't have sex with their spouse, what's the point of being in marriage or something? I asked him, and he said, men and women are different, and like men's needs for wanting to have sex with many different women is not necessarily that they don't love their wife or something. So anyway, that was an interesting point. It's just an interesting perspective to me. Like I wouldn't want to be in the marriage that if I don't have that kind of passion, even like sexually, So somehow I thought sometimes when I see some of my other friends who doesn't have a sexual or intimacy relationship with their partner, I feel like, what is this? Isn't this cheating? Isn't this not true love? That kind of thinking. But anyway, he said So I asked him why he's like that and why he's so passionate about sex life now, and he's quite older gentleman. So he said he almost died from the plane accident because he's pilot, and that incident made him realize we never know when will be our last day. We think maybe we will live forever. We know we don't live forever, but somehow we forget about that fact that we might, we don't know if we will die tomorrow, right? So I was like the two, I guess, these days. Like my conscious, my logical mind, I wanted to have a high standard and not settle anymore, and not, having sex with a random man that I don't love or I don't feel at least very attracted to, and I don't feel like they are on my standard. But anyway, so he said, know what you don't want, but be open. It's like, I had this whole criteria, like this and this and this and six pack app, or not really six pack app, but I like athletic body, and who's spiritual and yoga, or who's into health and wellness and well-being, spirituality, and smart and intelligent. And I cannot have sex with someone who who doesn't spell right. I almost was gonna meet someone because I was really like horny one time, and I was gonna meet, but and then I saw like he didn't spell right. He's in the army, and I decided not to meet him, and all that stuff. Anyway, so he told me like just know what you really don't want, but like be open. Like don't think like Asian. He said. I thought like I don't think like Asian. I thought.